The political tension in Rivers State seems to be nearing its end as President Bola Tinubu has brokered pieces between FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and Governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara. The truce followed the landmark signing of the 4 tax reform bills into law by the President a day earlier. This is Standpoint. I am Theophilus Elamah. We begin with a major breakthrough in the political standoff that has gripped Rivers State for over a year. The long-standing crisis appears to be nearing its end as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory and former Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike announced that he and the suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara have reached a truce. The reconciliation brokered during a late-night meeting at the presidential villa in Abuja and presided over by President Bola Tinubu brought together key players in the dispute, including suspended members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. In Wike's words, we have all agreed to work together with the governor, signaling a unified front after months of tension, public confrontations, and political uncertainty. This meeting marks the second direct engagement between President Tinubu and Governor Fubara since the president suspended the governor, his deputy, and the assembly members earlier this year, a move that stirred nationwide reactions. As images of handshakes and smiles emerge from the villa, there are strong indications that the state of emergency imposed on Rivers may soon be lifted.
With the governor, and the governor also agreed to work together with all of us who are members of the same political family. Yes, just like humans, you have a disagreement, and then you also have a time to also settle your disagreement, and that has been finally concluded today, and we have come to report to Mr. President that is what we have agreed. So
very important that this day has come to be. What we need for the progress of Rivers State is peace, and by the special grace of God this night, with the help of Mr. President and the agreement of the leaders of the states, including our leader, peace has returned in Rivers State. We'll do everything within our power to make sure that we sustain it this time around.
Former National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Timi Frank, joins us as we unpack the details of these critical developments, what it means for the people of Rivers State, and what lies ahead of its fragile political landscape. Thank you so much for joining us, Timi Frank. And let's discuss this quite further. Another truce brokered by President Tinubu. Can we at this time heave a sigh of relief that peace has been restored, or take it with cautious optimism?
Well, thank you very much for inviting me. First of all, let me congratulate Governor Nyesom Fubara for the peace deal, and also congratulate the Minister for FCT, Nyesom Wike. But again, the biggest question I want to ask in this peace deal was the people of Rivers State considered in this peace move. Again, Nyesom Fubara needs to answer a lot of questions. You saw the video clips and the pictures of the people who went for that peace deal. It was like 10 to 1. The FCT minister went for that meeting with his own people, asked Nyesom Fubara where are his own people who supported him in this whole struggle. He went for this meeting alone. He did not go for this meeting with the interests of the Rivers people. I believe if he went for the interests of the Rivers people, at least we would have seen some certain faces with him to the villa. First of all, where is his deputy governor in all of this? He was going for such kind of peace meeting. We did not see his deputy governor with him. We did not see any member of his cabinet with him. We did not see the Rivers people who supported him with him. We did not see the so-called Ijaw leaders, the leaders who fought for him in this struggle. We did not see the political bigwigs in Rivers State that supported Sim Fubara in this whole peace deal. So the question to ask, who is this deal going to benefit? Is it the Rivers people, or Governor Wike, former governor of Rivers State Wike, or Governor Fubara? It's very clear that this peace deal will not benefit the Rivers people.
Why do you think so? Why do you think so? Why do you think it will not benefit the people of Rivers?
It will not benefit the people of Rivers because the people of Rivers was not taken along or was not even consulted from the side of Governor Sim Fubara. Sim Fubara, when this struggle started, who were the people that stood behind him? It was the Rivers people who stood behind him. It was the traditional rulers and elders. It was the Ijaw leaders and so many other people and other Nigerians who supported him, cut across party lines, who believe what happened in Rivers State was just mere political oppression by just one man. So what Fubara have demonstrated today in his desperation of getting back to power is to sacrifice everybody who supported him in Rivers State to reclaim back his suspension. But let me tell you the sad thing that Fubara should understand. I'm one of those who supported Fubara today. Everybody knows. But I've come to realize that I supported Fubara not because I like Sim Fubara or I believe in his ideology. I supported him because I believe in democracy. And I believe so many people who supported Fubara did not support him because like Wike said, it's one family. They are one family. So when this crisis started, I believe maybe if truly they are one family, Fubara would have not come to the Rivers people, the electorates, the leaders who stood by him. And that is what I'm telling you today. Trust me, this is the mind of Rivers people.
Okay, so Timi Frank,
you might see the political actors celebrating this victory, but this victory will not benefit the Rivers people. I repeat it. This victory will benefit the two leaders because it's going to be, the sharing formula now will now be balanced. But in a sense whereby Governor Sim Fubara today, unfortunately, is going to be an Hallelujah member. In a sense, when I mean Hallelujah member, in a sense where when you go to church and the bishop or the pastor says, praise the Lord, the members will say, Hallelujah. Sim Fubara is going to be doing Hallelujah at all times with this peace deal, because this peace deal will destroy the interests, the will of Rivers people, but it will benefit two of them. Let me tell you, the mistake Fubara have done, peace is good. We wanted peace in Rivers State. We all agitated for peace. That was why we were speaking out against the injustice that took place. But we will believe in a peace that will carry everybody along, not one section of people. Look at every faces you are showing here. Tell me who is supporting Fubara in the midst of this gathering. It's just him alone. He did not even go for this meeting with his deputy governor. Does that not show you himself is a greedy person? Where is your deputy governor? Where are your commissioners in all of this? Where are the leaders and stakeholders who stood by you? Where are the Asare Dokubos who stood by you, who fought for you? Where are the Peter Otilis, the Secondus? Where are they? They are Bieseki boss, the Austin Paras. These are leaders of Rivers. These are people who fought Wike standstill in Rivers. But when their crisis started, they did not go, from our own investigation and information, they did not go to Sim to support him. Sim went to this group of persons to say, please come and support me. But today, when he was negotiating his peace deal, Sim never consulted anybody within his political family, within his political group, within the people of Rivers State.
Timi Frank,
so that is why he went alone. But look at Wike. Wike went there with his lawmakers. He went there with leaders from his group. Which means Wike took everybody along.
So, Timi Frank, do you think that his back, if what you are saying is actually true, his back was against the wall. That's why he had to go alone. Some people think this isn't a reconciliation, but a surrender. Do you think that he had no other choice than to go this way if we're going by what you have just said?
Look, let me tell you, if I'm Governor Fubara, if this is the way I'm going to go for a peace deal, alone, like a loner, it would have been better if he cannot stand the pressure of this crisis anymore. It would have been better for him to resign. It would have been the best option for him, which means the fight was just to protect his interests, but not for the interests of Rivers people. This is the biggest betrayal anybody can give to his people. And I believe very soon, maybe some of the people who supported Fubara right now, when they start calling him from today, he will start avoiding their calls because he will be thinking, these were the people who put me in the trouble. Therefore, I don't want to pick up their calls anymore. I'm telling you clearly, from today, most of them, Fubara will not pick their calls anymore because he wants to please the master of River State. He wants to please the emperor of River State. For God's sake, let me tell you what Fubara has done today. He has weakened the strength of governors in River State. We've seen governors, not just only in River State, but in Nigeria, who were men from 1999 till date. But this set of governors we have in River State and this set of governors we have in Nigerians, they've been like joke, whereby they are now acting like local government chairmen. You see the way the governors can get up one day and say they dissolve local government chairmen. What the governors today we are seeing in Nigeria, the kind of chicken-minded governors we have, they've created room for the president of Nigeria to wake up one morning and said, this governor, we are suspending you for no reason. We've seen governors who have fought federal government to stand still in Nigeria because they have the backing of their people. Let me give you an example. The same River State, we saw former Governor Rotimi Amechi, the former transport minister. He fought Jonathan's administration to stand still, and he succeeded. Because why? The Rivers people was with Rotimi Amechi at that time. The same way the Rivers people are with him today. But Amechi felt, I will fight for my people. I will protect the interests of my people. And he fought Jonathan's administration to stand still. This same current FCT minister, this same Wike today, he did the same thing under former President Buhari. I can tell you for so many years, out of his 8 years, Wike never visited Buhari as president of Nigeria in the presidential villa. He fought Buhari to stand still. Because as at that time, he has the support of the Rivers people. Why now, this same Fubara, in his own case, the thank you Fubara can tell the Rivers people and tell Nigerians who fought for him is to betray the trust. He believed in having the support of one man than having the support of the entire Rivers people. Okay. But the price he's going to pay, it might not be today, but he's going to regret and he's going to pay this price by the time he leaves as governor. Okay, so it might look as if he has won. It might look as if Wike has won, but I will tell you, my message to the people of River State, that despite this betrayal from the both leaders in negotiating their interests and leave the Rivers people behind, in 2027, they must learn their lesson. They must vote and support a candidate of their choice, but not any candidate Fubara will come and tell them to support. Okay. Because we know Fubara will tell them to support the interests of Wike, and it's not going to, the interest of Wike will not be the interest of the Rivers people.
With what you have just
so that
with
has to end in
with what you have just said now, do you have an inkling into the terms of the agreements of the peace deal?
Well, officially, we've not seen the agreements, but from the speculation, from what we are seeing on social media, from the agreements that has been reported by few media houses, it has clearly shown Fubara is going to be a vegetable governor of Rivers State.
So how do you think this will set the tone for his return to the government house?
Let me tell you, it's going to be a oh yes governor. A governor who cannot take any decision without coming to Abuja to take directive from the minister. It's going to be that governor that cannot take any decision without going to bow down for the Speaker of Rivers State. Because the Speaker of Rivers State, whether we like it or not, has won the war against Fubara because he was the one who fights and stood firm with the support of his godfather, the Minister of FCT. So tell me, what kind of how will Fubara be happy to sit down to become a governor that will be, oh yes. He cannot question anything that they will bring to him. Let's see, now that Fubara is back, all those things he was running away from, all these years he was fighting Wike, he has come back to meet those things. Those things he said they were giving, those directives he claimed that they were giving him to share the river's resources. He has still come back to that the same table. And that is why I said this current peace deal will not benefit the people of Rivers State. It will only benefit Governor Nyesom Fubara and his political godfather. For God's sake, like I said, a man who already has the support of the people. If Fubara was a man, Fubara would have won this war. The same way Amechi won the war against Jonathan. The same way this same Wike won the war against Buhari. So it's heartbreaking to see that Fubara decides to throw everybody under the box. I will not be surprised tomorrow if you tell Fubara you're an Ijaw man, he will tell you, I'm not an Ijaw man. Because why will he say that? We saw the people who stood by him when this whole thing started. It was the Ijaw people from Rivers State who staked their head, majority of them who believed that, you know, it's our son. And that was the reason why other Rivers people decided to stand by him. And that was the reason why the people of Nigeria stood by him, because they saw his own people were with him. But when he was going for this peace deal, we didn't see any of those leaders who fought for him. So it's very clear that he's going to be running a government of yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Look at the picture of two of them. You see a loner moving alone, where you have the emperor with his own team of people. So for God's sake, Fubara needs to apologize for the betrayal he has betrayed the people of Rivers State. He needs to apologize to every one of us, including me, who took my head. What Fubara has done now, he has created more enemies for few persons today in Rivers State. Because the Uche Secondus, the Austin Oparas, the Senator Lee Meba, Abiese Kibos and Co., Dr. Peter Otili himself, the traditional rulers, Alhaji Asare Dokubo, and people like Antio Briggs. I can go on and on to mention names of people who stood by this man. Now he has negotiated. So where are these people going to be now? Because the Wike I know will not allow Sim to say good morning to any of these people. The day Sim tries to show his face around this person, that is the day his problem will start again. And the Sim we know that as a chicken liver, people are afraid.
All right.
To reach out to any of them. So it's very sad situation.
So in all
but
of
it's a victory, so far as I'm concerned, for the FCT minister. This is the first time in Nigeria we are seeing where a governor is being defeated by an appointee of the president. Where in Nigeria, we know very well that governors, in a true democratic process, under Obasanjo, under Yaradua, even under Buhari, we saw where the presidents gave powers to the state governors to nominate ministers. Let me give you one example. How did Wike become minister under Jonathan? If Amechi never nominated Wike under Jonathan to be Minister of State, Wike would have not become minister.
All right.
And that is why Amechi sees him like his staff. And that is why Amechi sees him, and that is the truth,
okay,
whether we like it or not.
Timi,
Amechi remains the boss.
Mr. Frank, my next question will be, and of course, this might be where we draw the curtain on this discussion. Let's look at the intervention of President Bola Tinubu. How do you view this action?
Well, the president, it is good what the president has done. The president only did his part to see peace in Rivers State. But my own question again, that I'm taking back to the president, I don't know whatever agreements he must have given to SIM to sign. We've seen all kinds of agreements that is one-sided. But my question is to fall back. If it was the other way around, will this president agree to such kind of agreement he must have told Fubara to sign in his own time as governor? The answer is no. So, for me, the president has deviated from so many things he fought against in the past. If he was the president, can he allow this same president, when he was governor, can he allow and become the governor of Lagos State and allow any minister to dictate for him? This current president would have not allowed that. We saw how, when he was governor, he fought Obasanjo to stand still. He never went to Obasanjo, even when some people were trying to make peace as at that time. This president refused to make peace with former President Obasanjo. Until today, that still remains. So my own is that you know what you are telling Fubara to sign. It's not going to be for the interests of the electorate of people of Rivers State. It's not going to benefit the people of Rivers State. But for the president's own personal interest in all of this, he is going to be the beneficiary, because now the resources of Rivers State will be used for his own presidential ambition in 2027.
That's not we cannot state that we cannot be certain for sure all of this.
My brother, let's not shy away from the truth. This is what is going to happen, because including Sim right now is going to join the APC. You are going to hear this anytime from now.
If he joins if he joins the APC, it's of his own volition. If he joins the APC, if it's of his own volition, quite all right.
It's under pressure. It's because he knows that is the only way for him to survive. Because he knows he has betrayed the people of Rivers State. Because he knows.
Why do you still call this reconciliatory move a betrayal of the people of Rivers State?
It's a betrayal of the people of Rivers. If it's not a betrayal, I've made it very clear. Did Sim, when he got the invitation of this meeting, did Sim call for any town hall meeting in Rivers State to tell the people of Rivers State that I've gotten an invitation from the president to meet with Governor Wike, the former Governor Wike, the current FCT Minister? Did Sim call for any stakeholders meeting to seek the support and opinion of the people of Rivers State who supported him? We did not see any of that. And that is why I call it a betrayal of trust. So he did this negotiation, this agreement within himself and himself and himself. He did not do it for the interest of Rivers people. Yes, right now, they will all use the grammar of saying that Whatever peace we've made today is for the interest of Rivers people, it's for the benefit of Rivers people. Okay. My brother, make an opinion poll today of this interview. Go to the streets of Rivers State, ask the people of Rivers State, ask the leaders of Rivers State if they are happy with the way Sim went for the peace agreement. Majority will tell you no.
All right. Timi Frank, former APC National Publicity Secretary, thank you so much for talking to us on this and discussing with us on this. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We'll go on a quick break, and when we return, we'll be talking about the tax reform bill. Stay tuned.
There is always more